Reactions as APC lawyers asked P2B to prove that he was validly sponsored by Labour Party as a candidate. Welcome to the news, and please subscribe to our channel to get notified when we post hot juicy news updates. Please click on the notification bell. I read the headline, I was like, really? They're asking him to prove. The news in detail, please. As Nigerians await what may be the decision of the presidential election petition court following opponents willing to challenge the February 25th presidential election, the lawyers of the ruling All Progressives Congress APC have asked one of the opponents, P2B, to prove that he was validly sponsored by Labour Party as a candidate. According to Bayo Onanoga, who made the revelation on his social media handle, he noted that lawyers standing on behalf of the All Progressive Congress have prayed to PEPC to allow for the Labour Party presidential candidate to make such proof, claiming that P2B was not a member of the Labour Party, according to the Electoral Act, as at the time of his alleged sponsorship. However, some Nigerians in response to such have shared their reactions, where one user particularly inquired if this was what the 13th son, which the All Progressive Congress gathered, could be able to come up with. While there were some who were of such similar views, others gave a slightly different perspective, where one user particularly pointed out that election tribunals must address the substance of all petitions raised, as Nigerians want all issues to be fully resolved. My own is that that is the reply, my dear. The reply that Tinubu gave to Obi concerning the petition he filed was that Obi has no local standing, that he actually was not a member of the Labour Party, that he defected on the May 24th, and he defected from PDP to Labour Party, and on May 27th was when he get to Labour Party, and then the election, plenty things will never concern the issue on ground. As me, I no be lawyer now. I say make I wait, make lawyers where they before where we say they court and where they house, make them tell me. Now they're telling him to prove. Prove what? Not be so I want this cause issue. I want to feel gingered. I don't feel the case. In fact, it be me like said I never even starts the case at all. APC do not have anything to defend in court. They're just beating around the bush. You will see Pepper, you think that that's like you, and you'll be okay. No voila. The constitution of this nation and the entire world sponsor P2B and Dati Ahmed. That is why I call them my candidates, which means no candidate in the last presidential election was more valid than my candidate. Obi was 80% sponsored by me. Make that calm down now. A bunch of legal non-entities. APC lawyers should first address the issues at stake rather than diverting the attention to the validity of Obi's candidacy for the election. The thing be say, which local study do they have? Say the election tribunal and I go talk down. This is pre-election matter. This is party matter. Anyway, like I say, what do I know? They seem not to understand the meaning of Obi first before any complaints. Let us take the legal battle one step at a time and see who will be disqualified. Not to divert attention, rather it is a prayer, since Labour Party divert attention from the election to pre-election matters. How is it pre-election matters? This APC tribunal showed that they are the sponsors of crisis in Labour Party using a Papa group, but unfortunately for them, people will be able to know those traitors' mission, which has failed woefully. And all these people in the mold of ABC should be suspended from Labour Party. It is the duty of Labour Party to choose and submit a presidential candidate to INEC and APC. It is not a party. I'm telling you, consign what's it called, the All Progressive Congress, who Labour Party choose to field. Consign them. Who sponsored Tinubu Shetima? Aliens, another being which is not human being or human in nature, from outside space, who has no significance whatsoever to human beings sponsor them. Which means Tinubu and his sponsors are threats to the country. The reason why we are here is that, backward people is because we are backward people. Because of the kind of people placed at the corridors of power. Because of Atenuje. Because of waiting the person go eat. Now person go come aside, pick. Person where suppose to even date for any position. You come aside, come. Wow. APC has lost track They have nothing more to offer. They're just looking for what is not lost. One day, one Stoji party. Defend Tinubu's win and prove that he was qualified to contest the election, and stop acting as if you're the one contesting against the win. When a child is not able to complete an assignment, he begins to blame everyone around. This should not be an issue now. We are now in court. Whatever trick you want to use, God will expose all the enemies of Nigeria. Who are the enemies of Nigeria? The man fighting to liberate Nigeria, or the man fighting to kill Nigeria and put it under the custody of IPOB? What is IPOB? God will help you. The law says anybody that is within Obi in Labour Party can only challenge it within the party issues. So Tinubu issues is a different case which general issues, drugs, school results, election, manipulation, and other which is not within the party alone. But me, I'm just saying, this particular issue, it done the thing. Expect by now we done the near towards the completion of, towards the completion of whether this thing will work or this thing no go work. Yes, let the legal firework begin. First, it was stated that Obi does not have the legal standing to bring up the case in the first place. So, even if he wants to prove that Tinubu is a drug merchant, he must prove that he has the legal right to institute the case. Okay? Unless he's doing that as a concerned citizen and not one involved in the election. The thing is that right now, make them do a roundup. That is my own. Make we see. The thing is, this election has a lot of things to correct. I just wish the judiciary on the part decide to correct things once and for all. There are people who during the course of this election, they did a lot of things they were not supposed to do. They said a lot of things they were not supposed to say. See those people, they're supposed to be corrected. They are supposed to be corrected. We're not supposed to let them go. The Labour Party has become a relevant body today is because of Obi. And I know if he leaves Labour Party, without party, Nigerians will still love him. But first of all, he must collect his presidency he won under a Labour Party platform. If the party did not disapprove him during the primary, that is irrelevant disapproving him now that he has won the presidential election. There is no case here at all. Alright, if they allege they should prove, the onus is on them. The APC is thinking of how to turn Labour Party. The APC is thinking of how to run Labour Party. Is another desperation taken too far. My own be say at the end of the day, make this thing we be say, then they talk. Make we see the truth. Make them resolve this issue and make the judiciary. Make we even see whether the judiciary is still. I've said it that this issue with this election will prove if the judiciary is still the solace of the oppressed, of the common man. Because before other judiciary we have been having in this country, as in the judiciary we have been having since all the while before this election issue, has been a judiciary that, it favors only the oppressor and not the oppressed. But maybe they watch how this matter go now. It's not yet over until this is over. Alright, on this note, we have come to the end of the news. So say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.